Hello everybody, I am back and doing another review. And today I'm going to be reviewing a set I got just for my birthday, because I haven't done a review in a while. The Protector of Water here from the new Generation 2 line. Alright, so let's begin. Now, I got her with Golly, which I will review immediately after this. The Protector of Water is basically the Matoran. The protectors are basically the Matoran, because you can tell by their height and the size of the set. Yeah, she's a good set, pretty much. Well, let's review. First off is, you have the box here. The boxes, all the boxes currently are in hexagon shape, pretty much. Which is kind of unique, because the BIONICLE boxes have always had unique shapes or unique textures. I mean, it's probably cheaper than making the canisters that are made out of plastic, but still. Ages 6 to 12, the age restrictions never ever matter for anything. They're completely worthless. Set number 70780, 65 pieces. Protector of Water, Lego, BIONICLE, and you have the Mask of Creation. And you have the Protector of Water zooming through and shooting your blaster at the Skull Spider right there. On the back, you have how to shoot the mask off, how to put the Skull Spider on, how to fire the blaster, and the actual size of the mask. Then you have the combination model, which is, from what I've seen, is pretty easy to build. You have the Protector plus Golly makes, it's like upgraded Golly per se. It's pretty much you're upgrading the Toa. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much the box. Nothing really new about it, except for the fact that it's a hexagon, of course. Here are the instructions. It's pretty much the same as the box. You have Lego BIONICLE 70780, Lego.com/BIONICLE, shooting the Skull Spider, and you have this wind thing with Lloyd from Ninjago right there. Yeah. You have a little comic here about the Protector and Golly fighting the Skull Spiders. It tells you to sort out the pieces, which I never really ever do. Turn the page, you build the Skull Spider, then you build the Protector. Yeah, you can look up the instructions online. Alright, these are the pieces here. You have, like, the Toa so you have Liwa and Tahu with the Mask of Creation fighting the Order of Skull Spiders. And you have an ad for the app, which I already downloaded and played. You have, pretty much, you can get you have lego.com/bionicle/buy. I don't know what that even means. You have another ad for the upgraded version of Golly. You have all the Toa here with the Mask of Creation and the golden mask they come with. Yeah, those are the instructions. So now let's move on to the actual set. Let's start out with the Skull Spider, because it's the smaller thing. The Skull Spider here is either like silver or gunmetal. I think you would say it's silver. It's actually really nice. You can place it on like an actual mask. It has 4 legs, which is ironic because spiders have 8 legs. But it's kind of like the Viscerac per se, but I think it's based off of the Bow-Rock. The legs are articulated. They're only articulated where they connect to the mask. And yeah, that one just came off. But don't worry, they don't always fall off like that. Yeah, actually the mask looks kind of like the Fallen from Transformers. But anyway, it can fit on, but the legs kind of get in the way. That's what everyone complains about. But yeah, the Skull Spider is pretty good. I think all the sets, except for Lord of Skull Spiders, come with a Skull Spider. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Lord of Skull Spiders does come with the golden Skull Spider mask, but I don't think he actually comes with a Skull Spider. But I think all the other sets do. You, again, correct me if I'm wrong. There's really not much to say about the Skull Spider. I'll show you it connecting to the mask later. But anyway, this is the Protector of Water. Now, you can obviously see that because she is water, she is blue. And first off, is I don't really know if it's a boy or a girl. I know Golly is a girl in the Generation 2 line, but whether the Protector is, I honestly don't know. I believe it is a girl, but we'll just call it her, just to be safe. So anyway, yeah, she is short, and because she's also a Matoran. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the fact that let's move on to the mask. The function here is that you press this down and it launches the mask. So this is the new head. As you can see, it's pretty good. And unfortunately, the new masks aren't compatible with the old masks. How they connect is you have these little like bumps here on these two things, and you have these little like holes here on the sides of the head, and it just slides on and snaps on there. Hold on a second. Alright, so yeah. Anyway, the mask is like a new color blue. I don't know if it's actually new. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But this is not the original blue. It's a new color blue. It's not light blue, but it's not the same color blue we got with Golly, Nuva, or Surge 4.0 from Hero Factory or anything like that. But like all the Protector masks, it has some nice melded blue up here, melded trans blue. All the Protector masks have the melded trans color in the top. Also, all the Protectors have the same mask. The masks actually look a lot like Jaller Mahari's mask. Yeah, they do. And yeah. And yeah, speaking of which, let's see what the Skull Spider looks like. The Skull Spider is kind of like the Krana, Krana from the Bow-Rock. So it can snap on the same way the normal mask does. But the legs might get in the way. So let's move the legs out here a little bit. Alright. Alright, so yeah, that's what she looks like with the Skull Spider on. Again, the legs are kind of getting in the way. Alright. Alright, so yeah, anyway, you have some of these, a lot of trans blue pieces. You have some trans, like, ice blue or trans light blue, and you have some normal trans blue, which is pretty nice. You have another nice feature is you have the turbines or propellers on your shoulders. You have these yellow jet rings, but the propellers are trans blue. I think that's a new color for this piece. I don't know for sure, but I do believe it's a new color. Anyway, yeah. You see your chest plate kind of sticks out far. It's kind of a problem, but not much. Anyway, you have her blaster. Now, this blaster is new, and all the Protectors have this blaster. It's pretty much like a redo of the Cordic blaster, because my main problem with the Cordic blaster is that the Cordic blaster, to fire the Cordic blaster, you had to press it really hard and really fast. You had to apply a lot of pressure to it. This, all you have to do is just turn this gear and it fires. Yeah, alright, so that's how you do it. It's pretty easy. My only problem with this blaster is that, well, the actual part doesn't turn. Unlike a real revolving blaster, it doesn't turn per se. I mean, the Cordic blaster did turn when it rotated, but this gray part here that houses all the stud pieces does stay still. It doesn't rotate, which is kind of a bummer, but it's fine. Also, you do get, with the Protector of Water, I got 7 extra stud pieces. I mean, I do believe they gave me 6 more, plus they get included an extra piece, because they usually include extra of the small pieces, but that's only because it's probably very easy, from what I heard, it's very easy to lose these little studs. But yeah, it's actually kind of a nice idea using the studs as ammo. And as far as articulation goes, you have good articulation. You have ankle and knee and hip articulation. You have articulation in the elbow, in the wrist, and in the shoulder, and in the head too. So articulation's pretty good. The only problem is that since she holds her blaster with 2 hands, articulation that hinders her articulation. But it's fine. I mean, if you take off the blaster, she can go use both hands freely. That's the other thing about the blaster is that with the blaster, each protector has a different kind of blaster. With the protector of water, you have kind of this like water propulsion thingy. With the protector of fire, he has a shoulder blaster. Protector of earth has a chest blaster. Protector of jungle has a bow and arrow. Protector of stone has like a spear, and the protector of ice just holds it in his hand. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the protector of water. It's a pretty good set. I mean, I know some people are probably gonna want to get the other protectors first, but still, you do have some of the you still have some good functions. I mean, the spinning and the blaster. I mean, if you really want to get crazy with the functions, go get the Toa. But, I mean, the protectors are still good as smaller sets go. And as far as Matoran size sets. But anyway, yeah, what do I rate it? I'd say I rate it a 9 out of 10. It's definitely good. I definitely recommend getting it. If you want to go to the store and get this set, you definitely should. Generation 2 sets are looking really good, and everyone else seems to agree with me. But they'll never replace the old classic sets. Anyway, I'm signing off now, and goodbye.